Hey gang, today we're going to do a harmonized guitar solo, Find Your Way Back by Jefferson Starship. It's harmonized mostly but not entirely in thirds, so there's some pretty interesting guitar in there. Also, it's got a lot of nice repetitive call and response in the lines that are there, so it makes it really pleasing to the listener and not so hard to play at all. So I'm going to do a demo and then we'll get right to the lesson. Why don't you grab your guitar and let's go. Here's the first guitar part. I'll play it slow-mo and then I'll break it down line by line. Here we go. For this guitar part, in the beginning, it's the sole guitar playing the solo, so it takes kind of the lead and it has a very creamy tone on it. I'm using the neck pickup on this. And then at the end, when it's the dual guitars, this kind of plays the bottom part and the other guitar plays the main melody line, or the most discernible one. So we're going to start out with this line first. We're going to start out with this on the B string 12, 13, and then bend a whole step, bring it down, and come down to G12. Okay, at that point we're going to come down and back up, kind of a slide down and back up on the same string. And then we'll play a very similar line. So again, we're going to play B string 12 a few times. This time we come down on the G, play 14 and 12. And then we'll go back to the B string, play 13 and 15. And now the key characteristic of this line is the bend. We're going to go to the G string 14th fret and bend up a half step and slowly bring it down. And then play 12. Whole line sounds like this. At this point, this guitar, the first guitar part, becomes kind of the background and it plays the bottom end. And that next line is this. Now there's a couple of different ways that you can play this. This is how I chose to do it. We're playing the 16th instead of the B string 12th. They're both the same notes. We'll play that 3 times, just like we have in all of these. There's a sameness to this line, which is kind of nice. So that's all on the G string, 16, 14, and 12. And then we're going to skip down to the 12, and then play 12 on the D, and then 14 on the D. And just let that ring out. So it sounds like this. And then just slide down at the end, because this tone is not going to be a good tone. Just kind of, as you're holding it sustained, just kind of slide down at that. Okay? The last part is just on the very last line of the other solo, and we're going to slide up and play that line. And you'll notice I also went to the bridge pickup on that. So we're going to slide up on the B string to the 12th, and then play 15, E string 12 and 14, and we're going to bend that 14 up a half step and give it vibrato. And that's it for the first guitar part. Here's the second guitar part. It's a good bit simpler and it only kicks in the second half of the solo where it really assumes the lead. I'll play it slowly, then break it down. Okay, first line is just going to be on the B string, kind of walking down. So we're walking down from 15, 13, 12, back up to 15, and then play. So that's 13, 12, and 12 on the G string. That's the first line. Here's the second line. Okay, we're going to slide up on the B string to the 17th, and then play the 15th on the E string. And then we're going to play a little hammer-on 15 to 17 on the B string and come up to the E string on the 15th. That last one is a bend on the 17th, whole step bend, and then give it vibrato. That's it. All right, well, there you have it. Find Your Way Back, a really nice harmonized guitar solo. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, why don't you click the like button, and why don't you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And then until next time, we will see you on down the road.